Yeah, we coming on early today. I love coming on early. This the sweet spot right here, coming on around like 10:30 a.m. You feel me? Yeah, bright and early. Y'all should already been had your asses up. Ricky in the building. Damn. Gotta like early. Shout out to my brother Ricky, man. Appreciate you, player. Hell yeah, bright and early. We at it. Is Pan Africanism about to die? Is it dead? Damn. I know most of us foundational Black Americans, we were like, man, Pan Africanism dead as hell. But we didn't know on the African side, they was passing policies talking about, nah, we about to ban that shit too. What damn? What damn? Dr. Umar, he ain't liking this. He like, oh, hell no. He like, hold on, no.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Damn. Yeah, we got to talk about, you feel me, in Nigeria, they passing policies to ban certain Pan-Africanist activists. Whoa! You feel me? Yes, this affects, well, I mean, you feel me, we are, or they try to put us as part of the Pan-Africanists, you feel me, which we held up our end of the bargain. They ain't been doing their end. And now we seeing within their own end, they fight. That's shit. Man. But anyway, that's what we're going to talk about today on this episode of the Seers Glare. Y'all know who the hell I am. I said it a million times, but I am the Shadow Band man. You feel me? And usually I don't deep dive into other people, politics, and what they got going on in the other parts of the world unless it affects me, goddammit. And yes, this affects me. All right? Okay? But yeah, I gotta talk about this though, you feel me? I'm like, bro, we've been telling y'all Pan-Africanism been dead for a minute. Y'all wouldn't believe us. Now we seeing on the other side, they saying, look, the shit dead too, and we banning any of you motherfuckers that's gonna be practicing it. We ain't even banning y'all. Over here in the States, we not banning y'all for practicing Pan-Africanism. Now we side-eyeing you and we like, hold on now. You telling me that we still need to practice this shit when on they end they ain't been working, they ain't been holding up their end of the deal, but we still need to hold up our end of the deal. That's like, I don't know, like the reparation shit where a debt is owed to us from our ancestors already working, right? Y'all ain't paid. It's the same fucking concept. The same concept. Think about it. Think about it. We holding up our end of the fucking deal. You motherfuckers ain't holding up y'all shit. Yeah. But let me talk to my fan sector, the audience, you feel me? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. My FBA fan, my Black American fan, Black people on code, my producers, Reeland, Kiveon, Byron, you feel me? Ricky in the damn building, appreciate you, bruh. All the rest of my people that's gonna come down the line liking and stuff like that, reposting, coming in, watching. And the tiny minuscule allies that we do have, I know they tiny as hell, but they there. Y'all better been doing this loudly and proudly. Loudly and proudly. Hey, shout out to my brother Grind CV too. I was in one of the rooms, and hey, I knew it was gonna be a good day when I went in that room, and somebody in there said I look like a great value shock G. I was like, damn, I'm getting flamed in the morning. God damn. You know they call it because my nose is big. Yeah, I know I got a big nose, okay? Shit. Shout out to y'all. That was funny as hell. I was like, you motherfuckers. It's hilarious. But for real though, shout out to Grind TV and shout out to everybody that was in that room. Y'all was killing me in the morning, man. That was hilarious. But anyway, let's hop into it. And look, I got some articles, and then I got some clips of some other stuff I want to show y'all down the line, and then I want to open up the phone lines. You feel me? Panties talks. And hold on, Ricky, why did they show your comment? Byron in the damn building. My producer, DB in the building. Y'all better, you know what? God damn it, I'm gonna give a round of applause to one of my producers, Byron in the building. Hey, you know what? I want y'all the distractors to come in when I got my producers in. Oh man, we gonna clown y'all asses. Oh shit. All right. And hold on, Byron. Before I read your shit, Ricky said something on Twitter. Twitter don't be integrating the messages, man. I be wanting to play y'all shit. Panties talk smack. Hilarious. God damn. I wish they would show that shit over here on StreamYard so I could play what y'all saying on Twitter. But that shit don't be showing up sometime. All right. And then my brother DB say Pan Africanism is a general term for various movements in Africa that have as their common goal the unity of Africans and elimination of colonialism and white supremacy from the continent. All right. Producer mode explanation for those who might not know. That's what Pan Africanism is, right? For y'all motherfuckers, especially in the hating sector of my audience, I know I didn't talk about y'all, but y'all could just shut the fuck up. You suspected white supremacists, you tethers, and you Sambos, booty licking white zaddy. Anyway, this is the definition of Pan Africanism. The problem with it is they ain't holding up their end of the deal that they came up with. You motherfuckers came up with the contract, gave it to us. We upholding our end of the deal, and now y'all not upholding your end of the deal, the contract. God damn. And then y'all be wagging the finger at us, Black Americans, that be like, nah, bro, we not practicing that Pan Africanism no more. Nah, y'all gotta uphold y'all end of the bargain, man. Even y'all saying y'all. Look at this, y'all. First of all, this perplexity. This is gonna be the new Google, y'all. I'm telling y'all that right now. Perplexity gonna be the new Google. It's the same shit. It just congregates everything and the info from Google and just make it more simplified. And I had to type in, has Nigeria been Pan-Africanism? Right? And feel me? Power Up Stream, thank you for the like. Multiple reports from May 2025 indicate that the Nigerian government has taken steps to ban Pan-Africanism. Oh, shit. Where is the outrage? Where is the outcry? Oh, man, when it's us Black Americans, we all be told, oh, y'all don't know your history. Oh, y'all niggas ain't about shit. Oh, my goodness. We done told y'all about Pan-Africanism, and it's like, yeah. We get talked shit about, don't we? Our Foundation of Black Americans, tell me I'm lying that we don't get talk shit on when we be like, hey, that Pan-Africanism shit ain't working, man. It ain't even working for Dr. Umar, and he the prince, the king. I don't the fuck know. He one of the goddamn leaders of Pan-Africanism. Okay? Just saying, man. Just saying. Where's the outrage? Ain't no freaking outrage. silent as hell. I had to dig deep to find this information about Nigeria passing policies to ban Pan Africanism. Well. Let's read this shit right here. Then I'll go back to perplexity. You feel me? Pan Africanism and Nigerians' foreign policy. Some contemporary notes. This is by At the Pine. Got this off the Modern Ghana. Okay. And first of all, the president of Nigeria is Bolo Ahmed Tinubu. Okay. This the president, y'all. And y'all thought I couldn't read that shit, huh? Y'all thought I was gonna be like, Bala Ahmed Tinubu. Shit, that sounded more right. That sounded more right the second time. God damn. Maybe I didn't read this shit right. I don't know. This the president, y'all. Of Nigeria, you feel me? Shout out to my Nigerian compadres that's on code, you feel me? Y'all know who y'all is. Y'all better start calling out y'all tether class, though, man, like we call out our Sambo class. All right, Pan-Africanism is one of the major philosophical and ideological currents that underpins Nigeria's foreign policy agenda. The collapse of official racism in Europe and North America, the disentonement, damn, that's a big-ass college word, god damn, of colonialism and apartheid, the twin evils of external exploitation and oppression of Africans, and emergence of contemporary globalization crystallizes complexly to impact profoundly on the ideas of Pan-Africanism. All right. This impact has implications on the shape and tenure of the foreign policies of African countries. And let me make sure y'all seen this crystal clear. Y'all is. Hold on. Somebody said something in the chat. Hold on. I can't Umar, stupid. What? Daryl, did you say that? Did you say the president of Nigeria looked musty? Oh, I didn't say this, y'all. God damn. I'm about to get demonetized. Thanks, Daryl. Shout out to you for tuning in. He said. Hey, oh, Ricky, I figured out. So I guess if you put it in the chat, it shows up on StreamYard. But if you put it like within the comments, that shit don't show up. Man, and he's taking the veil. Daryl, don't say you my bad. I'm joking, bro. Hey, say what you want, bro. If I don't want to show it, I'm just not gonna show it, player. All right. This was hilarious. You feel me? Say what you want in the chat, bro. If I don't want to show it, I ain't gonna show it. You feel me? That shit was funny. But I'm just telling you, I didn't say it. Daryl say it. Don't come after me, y'all. Anyway, let's read some more. Okay. Good Lord. We argue, and don't mind the noise in the background, y'all. They doing some construction next door. They fixing some windows and shit of the other condo, so you might hear a little of the all right. But anyway, we argue that the originated ideals. Oh no, hold on. I'm over here. Foreign policies of African countries. The objective of this paper is to find out that the place of Pan-Africanism in contemporary Nigerian foreign policies with the view of proposing alternative policy options. We argue that the originating ideas of Pan-Africanism, which hung on anti-racism, anti-colonialism, anti-imperialism, anti-apartheid, and a plethora of radical and militia ideas, are contemporaneously extinct. The mean is dead in the water. We've been telling y'all that over here. Bruh, us Foundational Black Americans been telling y'all that. And it's dead in the water because y'all just didn't uphold y'all end of the deal, man. Y'all didn't. We was over here whooping white supremacy's ass. You feel me? Whooping white supremacy's ass. Then in the 60s, we was like, you know what? You better let our black immigrant brothers and sisters come over to the States. You letting them white immigrants come over here from the slums of Europe, right? So then we whooping white supremacy's ass. And then we keep feeling a slap in the back of our neck. We like, who the fuck is slapping us in the... And we find out, damn, man, it's our black immigrant bruhs. They out here slapping us in the back of the neck. Damn, undermining us every moment they could get. All disguising is like, oh, this is Pan Africanism, man. Y'all need to come over here. Look, we helping y'all in the States. Y'all need to come over and help us in Africa. And at the same time, we can't get dual citizenship. Come on. Every time our name brought up, be like, hey, come help Africa with a bag. Come on now, let's be real. And I ain't gonna say all the Pan-African leaders as in the States was on this tip, but I'm gonna say most of them was. Y'all's preaching the Pan-Africanism shit to get some damn African booty. You wanted them goddamn Uganda cheeks. Come on. Let's be real. And look at this. This Nigeria saying it's extinct. We've been telling y'all, like, bro, the shit's non-existent. But anyway, this development requires that Nigeria would dynamically recalibrate the levers of her engagement with Pan-Africanism in her foreign policy pursuits. The accent of emphasis we recommend should be less political and more economics. God damn, they sound like us, ain't they? That's why we be telling y'all, right? You feel me? First of all, the other yeah, trying to get them Uganda cheeks. I'm telling you. And then we be telling y'all, hey, when us foundational Black Americans, right? When we talking about us getting our reparations from the government of the United States of America, y'all gotta shut the fuck up and telling us that the ones that's over talk about, oh, we don't deserve reparations. That ain't gonna do nothing to help us. First of all, you don't qualify. Second of all, you gotta shut your monkey ass up, bro. Cause nigga, if we win reparations over here, you can win reparations of the goddamn countries that colonized y'all. That had y'all under oppression. Damn. But y'all want to run y'all fucking mouth. And second, the ones that is on code, my black brothers and sisters that's in Africa, that's on code and shit like that, y'all got to denounce y'all tether class more. Y'all got to be loud and proud about that shit. And denounce them motherfuckers, man. Thank you. Always a high-end, biting ass nigga undermining reparations. Yeah. Come on now. They got the shoes. Get the shoes out of here with the ads. Let me finish reading this. The accent and emphasis. Bob, I read that shit. Technological and cultural. Man, worry about the econ. All this other shit will fall in line. Let's be real. The imperative of this policy option is made the more urgent and important because the future of Africa, native world, and humanity generally is premised on sound economic and so always one word, y'all, that be whooping my ass. Technological development in a context of mutual global interdependency. Damn. At the point, man. They use every word in the encyclopedia. Shit. Pan-Africanism, history, visions, and trajectories. Do y'all need me to read this? Not really. We kind of know the history of Pan-Africanism. Okay. I'm not gonna read all this. Not reading all this. God damn. Let's read this, yo. This is important. Pan-Africanism in Nigeria's foreign policy. Pan-Africanism has always been at home in Nigeria, and this is due to many factors. Firstly, the West African region, apart from the Americas, Britain, and the West Indies, was the basing of Pan Africanism in Africa. So they basically saying Pan Africanism was created in Africa. It was created in Nigeria, what they trying to say to be exact. Okay? So this was because Sierra Leone and Liberia historically served as the countries that ex-slaves were settled, and they came in with massive enlightenment in education. Y'all fucking excluding us from enlightening motherfuckers and giving education. I feel like that's what y'all doing. I feel like that's what that's being said right here. They trying to exclude us. Man, ain't this something? These motherfuckers delineating right here. They're like, hey, we the ones that was enlightening, you feel me? We was the one educating. Nah, bro. Fuck all that. These Sierra Leoneans and Liberians radically propagated the ideas of Pan-Africanism and massively mobilized the peoples of the region against colonialism and promotion of cultural nationalism using the media and many other organizational platforms in Gold Coast. Kwame Nkrumah, a leading light of Pan-Africanism, unleashed his intellectual and ideological genius in the mobilization of the peoples of the region to exterminate colonialism and imperialism, and instead inaugurate self-rule as a prelude to the establishment of the United States. All right. I try to give this shit the benefit of doubt, but I'm sorry, I gotta stop reading this shit. United States of Africa. As they excluded us from being the ones to enlighten and educate motherfuckers over here about whooping colonialism and white supremacy's ass. Come on, man. United States of... You know what? You know what I want to find out? When did Pan-Africanism start? Because they didn't give a date. I wanted a date. When did Pan-Africanism start? I want a date. When did that shit start, yo? Okay, here we go right here. 1897. That's a specific date. When we began more when I found an African Association in London. This shit saying in London. Hold on, let's read this right here. Because now I'm like, oh man, the writer could have been capping. Pan-Africanism began as an intellectual and political movement in the late 19th century, rooted in the shared experience of people with African descent under colonialism. This person was kind of excluding us from this shit, y'all. Excluding us from like us educating and enlightening people of trying to whoop colonialism and white supremacy's ass. And racial, okay. Descent under colonialism and racial oppression. Earlier ideas circulated among Black intellects in the United States and the Caribbean, with figures like Martin Delany and Alexander Crummell advocating for unity among people with African descent and, in some cases, reparations to Africa. The movement began more organized with the founding of the African Association in London by Henry Sylvester Williams in 1897. There it goes. Okay. This led to the first Pan-African Conference in London in 1900. All right, there we go. Throughout the early 20th century, Pan-Africanism gained momentum through a series of Pan-African congresses, with W.E.B. Du Bois playing a central role in organizing and shaping movement's philosophy. These congresses served as platforms for discussing the political, economic, and social challenges facing Africans in the diaspora, and they laid the groundwork for anti-colonial independence movements across Africa. In summary, Pan-Africanism started as an idea in the mid to late 19th century, but became a formally organized movement with the 19th Pan-African Conference in London. This making it seem like Pan-Africanism was created in London, y'all. Just saying. I read through this. This person said that it was created in Nigeria. Then I had to start researching because once this person said United States of Africa, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. Let's read the rest of this, y'all. And where was we at? You know what? We're going to read right here. Recent developments. Multiple reports from May 2025 indicate that Nigerian government has taken steps to ban Pan-Africanism, or at least activities associated with it. According to African Stream and other sources, Nigerian authorities recently prevented a rally related to Burkina Faso. Well, there you go. And Pan-Africanist causes. Hold on. Hey, shout out to the people in Burkina Faso fighting for their independence. That's what they're doing. Well, let's be real. I don't really see them fighting for Pan-Africanism. They're really fighting for their independence from the colonialism from the French. Just saying. You know what I mean? And DB says, can't never trust a musty nigga. Demonetized. God damn. Damn it, Byron. And Daryl says, we the real natives of this land. Facts. And the Tethers know they want to keep our land and benefit from it and not give reparations. There you go. Also, Daryl says, they know we from America, the original natives, Black American, FBA. Facts. All right. Oh, Byron, I got the StreamYard link already pinned to the whatchamacallit. So I got the my producer producing today. I see you, player. But yeah, I got the StreamYard link, and I'm gonna open it up in a little bit. I still want to deep dive into this a little bit more. Okay. So Burkina Faso. So this, like, with this being said, reading this, if they trying to prevent rallies because of the Burkina Faso situation, this sounds like some undermining tactics, man. Because I done did the research. You feel me? I didn't do a deep dive episode of Burkina Faso, but from what I hear, Burkina Faso is fighting against the oppression of the French motherfuckers. And if Nigeria is trying to pass policies, you feel me, to prevent rallies, you feel me? I don't know. Let's read some more, though. With activists reporting that organizer or participating in Pan-Africanist events is now prohibited. Damn. Some individuals who joined protests in support of Burkina Faso's leader, Ibrahim I'm butchering the name, y'all. My bad, y'all. Traoré. And shout out to this brother. This brother is standing on 10 toes down. That's what you tethers need to do. He in his goddamn homeland fighting for the independence of his homeland. You feel me? That's what y'all need to do. Were reportedly arrested in Nigeria. Further suggested a crackdown on Pan-African activity. Hey, I think reading this, I think Nigeria, you feel me, is basically using the Pan-Africanist stuff to kind of crack down on fighting white supremacy, man. I don't know, man. This sounds like they undermining right here. Shout out to my Nigerian brothers that's on code and shit, but this sounds like some tethering, bro. Like, let's be real. They and look it. I don't know. Y'all need to make up a word for Africans undermining other Africans, because that's what's happening right here. I mean, that's what's happening reading this. Context and interpretation. While there is a clear evidence of recent state action against Pan-Africanist gatherings and protests, well, damn, the specifics of the ban, such as whether it is its formal nationwide legal prohibition on all Pan-Africanist ideology or targeted suppression of certain events, remain unclear from available sources. The move appears to be a reaction to perceived threats from gatherings associated with Pan-African solidarity, especially those expressing support for foreign leaders or causes. Okay. Do we need to read this? Let's read the conclusion. Recent reports strongly indicate that Nigeria has banned or is actively suppressing Pan Africanist activities. Damn! Hey, man, you tethers over here wagging the finger at us Black Americans. Y'all got to worry about that shit, man. Y'all got to worry about y'all own African brothers undermining y'all own African brothers fighting against white supremacy. Like, god damn, man. Dr. Umar, where are you at, bruh? Where's Dr. Umar? You know what, Daryl? I'm glad you brought their name up. Where are these motherfuckers, man? And yeah, I seen Byron piss face gains and Kundis Owens on the news looking like coons of the century. Yeah, I saw him. Daryl. You feel me? God damn. I'm just saying, y'all. This is clearly showing Africans undermining other Africans fighting white supremacy, right? I read through the Carfax, y'all, but they wagged the finger at us foundational Black Americans. This is something, I'm telling you. Hey, you tethers, man. Hey, y'all always tell us, right? Y'all let it tell. Why don't you stupid, you Americans are dumb. Y'all don't know about other things going on politically. First of all, yeah, we do. Second of all, we try not to talk about it because it's like, what's the point? But now we're going to start talking about it loudly. So my question is, man, my Nigerian brothers that's on code, why y'all not speaking out about this? Like, clearly, they are trying to undermine Burkina Faso's, you feel me, fighting against the French and their goddamn white supremacists over there. And y'all trying to have policies to undermine that shit. My Nigerian brother on call, y'all gotta call out y'all coon class, man. Y'all tether class, man. Come on now. You feel me? Phoenix send in the building. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh shit. Daryl says them countries in bed with Massa. They in bed with White Zaddy like Myron Gaines. Is that what you tell Daryl? Is that what you telling me? You telling me they doing the same thing that Myron Gaines does, but they're doing it figuratively. Myron Gaines does it literally. And Myron Gaines, you can't refute that, Myron Gaines. There's pictures of you out there laying on the chest of a white man in bed. It is. It's out there. It's in the internet. I showed this a couple times on the show. When this motherfucking piss eating, and I said piss eating because Myron Gaines freezes his piss like a popsicle and start licking that motherfucker. Start denigrating us foundational Black Americans. Then we got to start pulling up the receipts of how you be in White Zaddy's ass. But Daryl telling me these countries in bed with Massa just how like Myron Gaines be. You feel me? And I ain't gonna refute it. Nope. Man. Hey, at the end of the day, I gotta go right back around to Pan Africanism, and for the longest, we've been telling y'all Pan Africanism been dead. It's been dead, man. And now we seeing it over in Africa. They basically saying, yeah, this shit dead too. We undermining, we ain't having it. Okay. Daryl says, yeah, like on other African countries staying out of the Burkina Faso thing. Thank you. Daryl, I'm glad you brought that up. Do y'all see how like some people are trying to actually get on us talking about, oh, why y'all ain't loud about the Burkina Faso thing, bro? Why y'all Black Americans ain't talking about it like that? Other African countries ain't talking about it. Hell, I have a hard time finding any articles when it comes to this Burkina Faso shit. I gotta listen to other YouTubers and other people on Twitter and shit. They're all right about this. Because they scared of getting funded by white men political, I mean. Yeah, exactly. So y'all getting on our case about us why we, and first of all, we giving homage. We like, good Burkina Faso, that's what you're supposed to do. You feel me? That's what you're supposed to do. But we ain't making hella think pieces about it or having hella shows and having hella rooms and stuff about the Burkina Faso stuff. Hell no. Y'all stand in y'all business. We staying the hell out of it. I'm proud of my foundational Black Americans. What we're doing right now is we're staying and minding our own goddamn business about a lot of things, man. I'm proud of it. You feel me? But man, Daryl brings up a great point. The African people, man, I'm not seeing on y'all Twitters. I'm not seeing on y'all Instagrams. I'm not seeing on y'all TikTok. Y'all not screaming at the top of y'all lungs about, hell yeah, Burkina Faso, standing on business, fighting against the goddamn French that oppressed them, that's out there fighting against white supremacy. Y'all ain't saying a motherfucking thing. And if y'all is, it's about news of y'all undermining these motherfuckers, man. Trying to stop goddamn rallies and shit for it. God damn. Come on. Come on. You can't wag the finger at us when y'all told us do our research. Well, so we doing our Ricky Smiley research. You feel me? And finding out about these things about y'all countries. Nora in the building. Nora in the building. She says, I am free Africa. Yeah. Hey, you feel me? But the thing is, Nora, you feel me? I appreciate the like. See, Nora, you in the States. We talk about people that's already in Africa talking about Burkina Fasos and being like bigging up my brother. That's what I mean. You feel me? I'm talking about from the motherland. The ones that, you feel me? The motherland so beautiful. Smell the motherland. And we talk about them over there bigging up Burkina Fasos. That's what we mean. While we have their tether class wagging the finger at us, talking about why ain't we Black Americans bigging up Burkina Faso? And we actually is. The fuck? My other producer in the building. Damn, it must be producer day. Yeah, my other producer in the building. Kiveon in the building. He says, I'm noticing certain channels keep having these long ads interrupting. Oh, is my channel doing that? Is my channel doing that? Shit, Nora said her father country is actually helping Burkina Faso. Hey, you feel me? And Kiwi said, I just sat through a long ass ad trying to watch her show. Hey man, hey YouTube, bruh. That's what they be doing. They be having the ads on there. They be having the ads on there. You feel me? You feel me? Hold on. Nora says, oh yeah, they secretly united, but also working against, they have countries trying to hurt them because France and the Hughes paying them. Yes, I'm saying the Hughes. You feel me? All right. And I appreciate that. They're informative media, FBA media. Hell yeah. Okay. Now let me I did have some let me read this conclusion real quick while the comments coming in. All right. Let me read this last part. Conclusion. Recent reports strongly indicate blah 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 blah. Now I read this already. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to get into the slapper of the day, and then I'm about to open up the phone lines. You feel me? And hold on, what did Kiwi says? Yes, this is funny because we just spoke on this. People talk about us and where we aren't doing, but what about them? Facts. Facts. Morocco. That's where Nora's talk about. Her father, you feel me? Her country is helping out. You know what I mean? Burkina Faso. You feel me? the shout out to the people that is speaking out loudly, but we need more of the African countries. We need y'all to be more loud than your tether class denigrating us. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You said the YouTube cutting out? Hey, that's how they'll do. You feel me? You already said informative FBA media. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna cut out at times. So, all right. But yeah, let's get to the slapper of the day. And slapper of the day comes from Danny Brown. I wanted to listen to some Danny Brown. And you feel me? It's been a feel good Friday. You feel me? And I wanted to slap, you know what I'm saying, featuring Abang Jaja off the album. You know what I'm saying? Came out in 2019. Danny Brown, one of my favorite artists. Woo! Y'all check out the track list so y'all can stream it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get it how you live, know the way it. Know what I'm saying? Problems hard, no, you can't give up. Know what I'm saying? Like bad luck, never get enough.
Know what I'm saying?
What shade you the best, no less. Know what I'm saying? No life gon' put you to the test. Know what I'm saying? Lay your life, you family, no less. Know what I'm saying? No guy gon' put you to the test. Know what I'm saying?
My guy, you no walking, no choke. My guy, you big boss, he's so far. You see this time when you want to walk in, my guy just walk up, push up. And when you're down, it gets cold. I know. My guy don't stop now, keep moving. My guy don't stop now, keep moving. Keep moving.
Because I got it out the mud.
Y'all better be gigging out there.
Know what I'm saying? Backstabbed by somebody you love. Know what I'm saying? Everybody out here for themselves. Know what I'm saying? You really think somebody else cares?
Know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't for that, wouldn't be there. Know what I'm saying? To get rich, you gotta take a risk. Know what I'm saying? On my own, cause you know I gotta stand. Know what I'm saying? It ain't chances, gotta make a champion. Know what I'm saying?
Don't know nothing, but I think know this. Don't know nothing, but I do know this. Don't know nothing, but I think know this. Don't know nothing, but I do know
My guy,
this.
you no walking, no choke. My guy, you big boss, he's so far. You see this guy when you want to walk in, my guy just walk up, push up. And when you're down, it gets cold. I know. My guy don't stop now, keep moving. My guy don't stop now, keep moving.
Keep moving. Yeah. Love this song. Now you know what I'm saying? By Danny Brown. Featuring Abang Jaja. Off this slapper of an album, you know what I'm saying? I got more slappers than Danny Brown. I'm gonna slap down the line. Already done slapped a couple of bruh stuff. Man, shout out to Danny Brown, man. Anyway, y'all know what time it is. I'm opening up the phone lines. You feel me? You know what? I'm gonna play this. We played that at the beginning. Phone lines is open up. I'm opening up for a couple minutes. The number is 619-609-7383. Once again, the number is 619-609-7383. Call in about this subject matter. Is Pan Africanism dead? How do y'all feel about Nigeria passing policies to stop Pan Africanist rallies to happen and stuff like that? You feel me? And yeah, it was giving that 70s smooth vibe, wasn't it? Hell yeah. And I appreciate it, Nora. You feel me? I don't really be saying it. I'll let other people say it. Oh, we got a caller. Hold on. Hold on.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
And we accepting. Why would I send a voicemail? Hello?
Hi, Kamal.
Oh, what's good? This Nora?
Hello?
Can you-
Yeah.
What's good?
So I just want to give more context. Like, I do agree, like, that the pressure shouldn't all be on FBA to support Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And I think the problem is when I take a step back and I look at it, the African countries aren't even helping the way they should, right? Like, so they're working against Burkina Faso. Like, they're basically like the insiders in the continent are working against them. So I see that point. But I think the biggest thing is their strength in America, right?
Mhm.
And I just think America in general, not just the FBA, to be clear,
Yeah.
should be supporting this because of the agenda of going against certain powerful entities. And I won't say it on your show. So for that reason, I highly think this should be an American thing that we should be concerned about. I mean, everybody trashes Africa. Oh, they're dumb. It's a disgusting place, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
But here he's trying to clean up his country and trying to show the strength that there is in Africa. And here it is, outside countries like France, I'll say that one, is working against them to steal their resources.
Mhm.
So for that reason, I definitely think we should support it. And we don't need another Libya in this world. We don't need another broken country. He's trying to clean it up. Why? And then the thing that kills me is people complain, oh, all these people, especially Europeans, they come invade our country. Well, here you guys stealing their resources. This is why they invaded your country.
Mhm.
And this is the problem with this whole invasion of Europe. They keep, crying, oh, there's these black countries are taking over our country. And, this is the things that they say, but they're part of the problem. You feel me? I'm not just saying America. I'm talking about Europe in particular.
Mhm.
And they go and steal these resources, and then they wonder why their borders are being invaded, because then the countries are broken and torn up.
Yep.
So I support Burkina Faso for that reason, because we don't need any more immigrants here or in Europe. Y'all talk about y'all want to keep y'all countries pure and white. Well, this is how you keep your country pure and white, by pouring into a country to uplift their people and they can stay there.
Mhm. Facts.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, to give some context to why I think all of, and again, it's not fair to just say FBA or Black Americans should care. I think it should be a something that we all care about, because what's going to happen is we're going to have another Libya, and then people are going to bitch and complain about the immigrants.
I get what you're saying. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it just shows that like white supremacy kind of eats at itself. Like.
Yeah, and that's one thing I like. Kamal, I got to tell you, you're my favorite FBA, and I'm going to tell you why. A lot of these people, not you, Kamal, but a lot of, on the right, let me say on the right, to be clear what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
They don't acknowledge white supremacy. And that's the issue I have. They talk about how who's black and who's this, and I get it. Y'all have to delineate. But part of the issue of why I feel like black people won't be great in this country is because they're not acknowledging white supremacy. They're blaming, tethers, they're blaming this, they're blaming that. When the number one thing for me that is an attack on the FBA community is white supremacy. And until we eradicate that, I got a problem with it all being the immigrant problem. And I'll be honest with you, Kamal, but I appreciate you for acknowledging that white supremacy is a real thing and it does exist.
Hell yeah. This ain't no fucking boogeyman Freddy Krueger shit. That shit real as hell. You feel me? But Nora, do you got any last thing you want to say? And plug the new party too. You feel me? Plug it right now.
Well, Kamal is a great friend of the show. He's so glad that God brought him into our life, and I love partnering with him. So if you're watching, please hit the like button, subscribe, go and make sure you turn on your notification bell. And you can also go to us make sure you put the @ sign, because they shadow ban us, at the new party in YouTube. So thank you, Kamal, for allowing me to have the floor and just sharing my thoughts for the day.
All right, Nora, I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah. All right. I feel exactly what Nora was saying. You feel me? It is an important issue worldwide, but at the end of the day, I'm just looking at it as the people in Africa. Not if it's hard for us to big something up when it's happening within that homeland, and not only they're not bigging up Burkina Faso, but it turns out they're trying to undermine the shit. That's just mind-blowing. Boom. You feel me? But phone lines are still open, y'all. You feel me? 609-7383. Call in. Let y'all voice be heard. You feel me? Okay. Hold on. I think my producer, yep. So first of all, I want to thank my my damn sponsor, my producer producing today. Shout out to DB and Kiveon in the building. All right. My sponsor, Forever Progressing Legacy. And shit, I'm not even prepared. God damn, I usually had this shit up. Hold on. There it goes. I'm putting the link in YouTube and Twitch. It don't work in Twitter. I don't know why it doesn't work in Twitter. All right. There it goes. Forever Progressing Legacy. Let me show y'all the garments real quick. Bye, y'all. You got McDonald's money? I know y'all remember that. Don't act like you don't. All right. You feel me? Couple shirts, couple sweaters, couple of jackets. Next thing, hold on. I got to give y'all the link to the album, to the song I just played. You know what I'm saying? By Danny Brown. And look, y'all, it's getting fucking hot in here, y'all. San Diego's starting to get hot out here. God damn, it's starting to get hot. I gotta up my goddamn melting. There go the link to the album. You feel me? Also, I got the link pinned to StreamYard if y'all want to come up here. And StreamYard get priority over phone calls. So if y'all want to come up here on StreamYard, I got the link pinned. Okay, if y'all want to talk about the Burkina Faso and Pan Africanism, is it dead? Call in 619-609-7383. Also got the StreamYard link pinned to the top of the chat. But like I said, when I had these phone lines open, I do be having other things that I be wanting to show. Hold on. Was there one thing? Nah. All right. Anyway, y'all. First of all, I wanted to show this one thing first, but this is more important. Let me show this first. Now we'll get to that hunky crack of an Asian later. I want to show this first. This statue thing, y'all. Oh my goodness. And shout out to Grinds TV. I told y'all earlier I was in the room with the brother and they was clowning in there. They called me a great value shock G. That was hilarious. You motherfuckers. But y'all, that was funny. But he said, they got the statue standing like Obama when he was a kid. God damn. And this statue, y'all. Good Lord. And shout out to Tariq Nasheed. And he got a point. This statue do look like a Caribbean immigrant. Y'all couldn't put no foundational Black American women up as a statue. Come on. And you put it in New York. Y'all trying to tell us something with this. And y'all know who created it at the end of the day? It was a British black man. Why the fuck is a British black man creating a goddamn statue in the States? Good Lord. And no, look it. I ain't liking it because we got many foundational Black American women out here that they could have put a statue of up in New York instead of somebody that, I ain't gonna lie, does resemble a Caribbean immigrant. Now, that's the reason why I'm mad at the statue. Not for what them white folks is mad about the statue. Them hunky supremacists mad. They mad because they owe weak-ass Confederate monuments getting taken down. And they mad at any type of black symbolism. You feel me? That's why they mad. Got their pennies in a bunch. You know what I mean? And y'all, the Confederate shit, man. Y'all know y'all supporting the losers, right? And I guess y'all support a loser-ass ideology of white supremacy. I guess. You know what I mean? Shout out to Trav X. This shit funny to me. Me want statue. Since white trash want a statue so bad, here it is. The Caucasus Mountain recessive mutated missing chromosome statue. You welcome. I mean, hey, y'all wanted a statue. Here y'all go, looking like Fred Flintstone on Down syndrome. Jesus Christ, man. It's like See, we want to defend the statue against these goddamn crackers speaking at cracker knees, but we really can't because y'all got a statue of this. No historical context. We can't be like, y'all should have had Harriet Tubman with the pistol. Don't forget the pistol. Y'all should have done that. Oh, somebody came up on StreamYard. I heard the dun. Okay, hold on. Me add my person on stage. FBAD in the building. Stay who you are and where you from before you start talking.
Daryl from St. Louis, the one that be cutting up on your YouTube.
Okay, shout out to Daryl in the building. Appreciate
What's
you,
up?
brother. Good
to hear from you, most def. I'll be watching your stuff. Been watching since the beginning. I like to see what you're doing, brother. Most def. It's positive.
Man, I appreciate it.
Most def.
But actually, what topic you actually want to talk about? Did you want to talk about the statue I was just talking about, or did you want to talk about the Pan Africanism?
Yeah, I feel like the statue was just a symbolism thing for them to try to hide the fact that they didn't want to do the reparations. That's what it seemed like to me.
Oh, great point.
They be trying to distract us with symbolism to keep our mind off of getting the goal done.
Okay, that's a great point right there. See, this brother is saying that they putting this, it look like a Caribbean immigrant woman of a statue, so then we could get our mind off of getting reparations. I do see that, bro. I do see that, but I mean, brother, you gonna get me demonetized, man? You saying this is Lizzo?
My bad, bro.
This is Lizzo. God damn it, Daryl, bro. But hey, but for real though, bro, I be liking what you be saying, bro. In the chat, this shit be funny as hell. And did you have anything else that you want to talk about? I guess when it pertains to the Pan Africanism thing and what's going on over there.
I would say, like, personally, I think they use Pan Africanism as something I feel like a lot of the countries they all in on because they know that we, the FBAs, are like the for real, like natives of here. And it's like a kept secret that everybody know except us. And I feel like that's why they tell us that's why we don't know where we come from, because we actually the natives of this land. And it would make, I would say, more sense in the things that I kind of like look into and stuff of that sort.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay. That makes sense. I see that. You do you feel that like Pan Africanism is dead though? It's just like don't exist no more.
Yeah, it's dying. I feel like it's kind of like, I would say, I wouldn't say it's like the hustler preacher thing, but it's sort of like the hustler preacher thing. You don't know who's, I would say, legit and who's just out to grab on some stuff. So it's kind of like blurred lines with that.
Okay, for sure. And then since you're on here, how do you feel about the Burkina Faso situation? What's going on over there?
Personally, I think all of the, some with the EU, they was all like pretty much behind it, but they had to send some flunky and they had, had to put a black face on what they was doing to not look bad. But I feel like, I don't know, it's really because the French is mad that they getting their ass kicked out so they can't get no more resources to latch off of, and then trying to put in the EU on it because it probably make a EU a good percentage, I would think.
Okay, so you feel more this kind of like a money play in a sense.
Yeah, I feel like they're just trying to use this to grab all of their resources because they're trying to be independent.
Okay, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Okay, shit. Well, you got anything else you want to tell us? You feel me? While the floor is yours.
No, not at the moment. All right, I'm still gonna watch in the cut though.
Okay, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming up, giving us your thought. You know what I mean? Speaking truth to power. I do appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
There's no problem. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
All right, player. And I like what that brother said. Especially when it came to the statue ordeal. Are they trying to give us another statue because they ain't really trying to give us the reparations? Think about it. That money they paid that British artist to do this weak-ass statue, the statue weak as hell. That's money that could go to our reparations fund. Let's be real. All this money they keep fucking wasting. They constantly wasting money. Telling us they ain't got no money. Come on. The hell? And look, at the end of the day, if y'all gonna hit us with some symbolism, right? At least be some good symbolism. God damn. Y'all couldn't make Idas B. Wells. Y'all couldn't put a statue of her. Come on. Y'all be doing the symbolism, all types of bullshit, man. God damn, dude. Hitting us with the symbolism, wasting our money, man. And then doing a terrible job at it. This is just as bad as that Martin Luther King statue where it looked like, remember, it looked questionable. Okay? Looked like bro was hugging, y'all know. They always doing this shit. So that was a great point that Daryl brought up when it came to the statue shit, bro. For real. And yeah, Pan Africanism, that shit's out the window. You feel me? But speaking of some wild shit, that and look it, I didn't forget about this story. These stories I ain't forgot about. I'm gonna talk about it. And shout out to my brother Ink. You feel me? Says Memphis, we have a problem. And I've seen they put some posters up of these goddamn degenerates. And one of them said they were from Jamaican descent. Oh shit. And RIP to our brother Tyree Nichols. You feel me? These savages killed that brother. But my thing is, I want to talk about this story after I get the sentencing of them being convicted federally. They dropped it in the state, okay? But I want to wait to the sentencing of them federally. I want to see what that's going to happen before I really deep dive into this story, okay? Deep dive into it again. I talked about this already, but I'm waiting on that. And then also, I ain't forgot about this. I'm most definitely gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about it next weekend because I want to get some more research. I want to get some more research on some things. And shout out to Rodney. I don't give a flying fuck what any of you motherfuckers say. Shout out to Rodney Hilton Jr. and his family. You idiots out there talking about, man, his son, man, shouldn't have a gun and done been sleeping in a stolen car, blah, blah, blah. Then we see the footage, man. The police lied, talk about that this teen pointed a gun at him, which he didn't after we saw, right? You feel me? Shot this brother in his back, man. You feel me? So, out of a crime of passion, you feel me? He seen his son get gunned down like a dog. So he just said, look, first officer I see, I'm going to do what I got to do. You feel me? And I know that officer didn't have nothing to do with it, but damn it, it's a lot of goddamn Black Americans that got shot that didn't do a goddamn crime and had to die. Think about that. All them innocent Black Americans and Black people that got gunned down by the police that didn't do a crime, but was suspected of a crime and got killed and then found out they were innocent. Guess it's the casualties of war. The fuck? Anyway, I didn't forget about those stories. I'm going to talk about them down the line. You feel me? But I did want to talk about how white supremacy is global. Look at this Asian cracker in downtown. It says, Asian woman telling Black people we should go back to Africa and use the N-word. And look at how Ling Ling is saying N-word all day. This shit comical how she's saying it too.
Go back to your country. Go back to your country, nigger.
Ling Ling!
Black people should go. Go back to Africa. You look so fucking ugly with a dark skin color.
Man, the N-word going up, man. God damn.
Go back to your country. Nigger, 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 You eat watermelon?
You need the watermelon? You need the watermelon? Would you like that number 5? You goddamn right I'm gonna talk about her fucking accent. I don't give a rat's ass. I know some of y'all are appalled, right? Oh my God. Aren't you being racist yourself because you're talking about her accent? Fuck all that. $5 foot, $5 sucky. Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about her. You feel me? And I had to stop the clip because the rest of it, man. Can we stop this whole when these motherfuckers be racist towards us? That we gotta be all when we forget we gotta hug and you my dog. You that African woman hugged that woman. I'd have been like, man, we gotta start practicing when they say that N-word and be on that shit. You feel me? We gotta start clowning their ass back. You feel me? For the most part, that N-word with other groups, I don't be having that shit around me. You feel me? Now, I be giving them a fair warning. I do this. Put the hand on the shoulder. Bruh. They be like, that's all. Sometimes that's all you got to do. You ain't even got to slap their ass. You ain't got to put the paws on them. You just hit them with the. Now, I could put my foot in your ass and you'll start speaking Solanese. But, bruh. Chill with that word, okay? Most of them be like, okay, you feel me? But we know how they be. They say the N-word doing all this shit to rile us up. And yeah, you feel me? Ling Pao knew better. You know what I mean? Yeah. Calling me an N-word, but you eating my house pet is insane. Exactly. God damn. And look it, we got every right to talk about their stereotypes now. If that woman gonna be calling saying all the N-word and say, you need to go back to Africa. You motherfucker, you like what? Yeah. Sucky, $5. Rah. Chung Lee, chill. Okay. But what I'm saying is that we gotta start clowning, man. We know they saying N-word to rile us up, and then we whoop their ass. They're gonna try to hit us with a lawsuit or some bullshit. Let's start clowning them. It'd have been funny. And that's how I kind of know. I was like, okay, the woman that's recording the video, I think she was from Africa or something like that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Besides Michael Blackson, and sometimes his clowning be most of you Africans don't know how to clown. I'm sorry. Y'all don't know how to play the dozens. Y'all know how to talk shit properly. It'd be crazy, man. God damn. Hey, Daryl said nobody ever see a dog or cat have a mouth of Chinese. Like, tell me I'm lying. Oh shit. Oh my God, bruh. I ain't gonna lie though. Hey, I still eat at the Chinese restaurant. I'll take a chance. Daryl, I'm taking a chance. Okay. Now it might be fried cat or dog, but sometimes that shit might be good. God damn. Fried might be. Daryl, Byron, goddamn, Kiveon, reeling, and Nora, you starting to be a part of this crew too. Y'all bad influence on me. I swear, when y'all on, obviously, when y'all get on in the chat, man, you too, Ricky. Sometimes you be saying shit and you be a bad influence, and I start dying. Y'all bring the bad influence out of me, okay? God damn. You right. You never see goddamn Yo Quiero Taco Bell. You never see the Chihuahua or any type of dog around a goddamn Chinese restaurant. But I will take my chances, okay? Because sometimes I'm not saying it's fried dog. I'm not saying it's fried cat. Okay. But allegedly, if it is, sometimes that shit be good. Fried meow be freaking good sometimes. But at the end of the day, we just need to start clowning these motherfuckers, man. Talk about her shoes, her get up. Why is she talking in anime? I don't understand. Why is she? I swear I saw the video and she was talking like this. Nigga, go back to Africa. You darky. You darky. Make come on. Let's start clowning these motherfuckers. Hit them with some shame. Hit Ling Ling with some shame. Where's the meow? I don't see a dog in sight. Oh, shit. All right, y'all. Oh, phone lines closed down now. I'm closing down the phone lines. Y'all can leave a voicemail. 619-609-7383. Y'all can leave a voicemail if you want. Okay? Oh, try to be. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Thank you. StreamYard is still open though. I keep that link open the entire time. So if you want to come up on StreamYard, that link always open, but the phone lines is closed down. If y'all want to leave a voicemail, 619-609-7383. All right, leave a voicemail. She speak. There, I'm not even gonna say this. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it up there though. I'm gonna leave it up there. God damn. All right, man. Enough with Mrs. Sucky $5. Let's go to this atrocity. Shout out to FBA goddess Andrea. She said, "Don't like us, but take from us all the time. Sick of y'all. Segregation stat. Don't have rhythm at all." And look at this, y'all. Ever since we've been doing the line dances, you feel me, with the fans and shit like that. Now all of a sudden, what is she doing? She lost. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no goddamn rhythm. But damn it, I got more rhythm than that. She was counting her steps. She was 1, 2, 3, 4. First of all, let me tell you something. If I see any of you niggas out there with the fan, all right, I'm gonna just automatically think you like pussy. Okay? That we don't do the fans. You better do have a beer in your hand or a drink or something. Shit, you do that. Yeah, drink, yeah. Hell, if you don't drink a water bottle or something, shit, you better not have no damn fan and you a man. And if you have a fan doing the fan dance, you a man, I'm gonna automatically think you like pussy. That's a given. But yeah, man, y'all, we can't have nothing. God damn. This is y'all gonna do it, man. Do it right, man. You got people counting steps. You got people doing the cha-cha slide. That chick in the black was doing the cha-cha slide. It's like, oh my God, man. What are you doing? Oh shit, man. Do I got anything else I want to show y'all? Nah. Actually, I do got one more thing. And this was kind of wild. Look at this, y'all. A Shedeur Sanders fan suing the NFL for $100 million. Wow. Can you do that? Nah, for real, can you actually do this? The plaintiff accuses the NFL of collusion to avoid drafting Sanders in the first or second round. Yo, Hey, you know what? We're gonna read some of this. Hey, if you're not a sports fan, you might want to exit the building at this point. By Terry Sarop Sire. All right, how the hell you say it? The last name. All right. Hey, try to beat. So put this because you put it in the chat. No. Put it in the chat of Twitter because it don't integrate with StreamYard. So I can't play your chat. I can't play it. If you put it in the comment section, it doesn't show. So try to be on Twitter says fan ? Yeah, a fan. It's like, but I can't show what you said because you put it in the comments. You got to put it in the chat of Twitter so it integrates. Because you see how Ricky does it right here? And I can show it because I want to show what y'all be saying because y'all be saying stuff and it be making sense. There it goes. Try to be in the building. Fan? Yeah. It's like, is this a fan? Like, can you do this as a fan? Because at this point, I'm going to start suing for every time the Warriors lose. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it was collusion on the refs, and I'm trying to get a bag too then. Shit. How the fuck you going to sue on Sanders' behalf $100 million, though? After yesterday Warriors game of us getting blasted, and yes, I like sports from time to time. Shit. I don't talk about it on the show much, but damn it, I like sports. I'm a Packers fan. I'm a Warriors fan. Okay. And now I want Shador to do good. I might be a Browns fan by proxy at this point. But damn it, you suing as a fan? Let's read this, y'all. Hey, we might get some game here. Shit. A super fan of Shedeur Sanders is suing the NFL for $100 million because of stress and caused by the former Colorado Buffaloes quarterback being selected much later in the draft than originally projected. Can you do this? Nah, for real. Like, this is some. Hold on. You read that right. The unidentified fan. What if it's just what was a family member? Hold on. Anchored by extra. Hold on. Let me see if that showed. Anchored in extra blackness. First of all, thank you for the like and the repost. And let me okay, anchored in extra blackness. Put this in the chat because it doesn't link up with StreamYard, so I can't show this, and I really want to show what you said. So put this in the chat instead of the comments. When you put it in the comments, it don't link up with StreamYard, so I'm not able to show your chat. All right? Because this is funny as hell. This is funny as hell. You see how Try to Be and also Ricky, they put in the chat, so I'm able to show what you said. All right? I want to show what you just said right now. That was hilarious. Okay? Anchored in extra blackness. So if you could do that for me, that'd be greatly appreciated because I want to show what you just said. Oh, that was funny. Oh, shit. All right. Claims to suffered emotional distress and trauma as a fan and consumer. This is because he liked tens of millions of other fans watching patiently to see Sanders get picked on day 3 of the NFL draft by the Cleveland Browns. When most sports pundits predicted Sanders would be picked on day 1 in the first 2 rounds, he described wait as frustrating to watch Sanders eventually selected as 144th overall pick, according to a report by The Independent. This is most definitely a white man. I'm telling y'all that right now. This is most definitely a white dude. This one of them white dudes that's going to speak to your manager. I'll take it back. You know what? I'm sorry. This might be a white woman. No, think about it. Think about the antics. I know some of y'all is like, white women don't watch sports. Yeah, they do. They be watching sports like that. Trust me. This might be a white woman. Why John Doe is suing the NFL? The fan told the outlet why he filed such a federal lawsuit. This guy, Sanders, was rejected to be the first or second pick. no later than the top 5, and to watch media. I think they trolling, y'all. I think they trolling. And to watch mediocre players be chosen before him, it was frustrating. I ain't reading no more of this shit. Okay. My bad, y'all. I didn't even show. Here it goes. Bam. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, man. Hey, no, let's read this because he might be on something. Hold on. John Doe claims that NFL violated the Sherman Antitrust Act. In the lawsuit, John Doe accused the NFL of collusion to avoid drafting Sanders in the early rounds. He also said the NFL violated the Sherman Antitrust Act, claiming team owners conspired to influence the drafting process and to restrain trade and limit competition within the league. The plaintiff also said in the documents that the decision made regarding Sanders may have been influenced by. No, you gotta come out the woodworks, bruh. The decision made regarding Sanders may have been influenced by racial discrimination, violating his rights as a player. Yo, what if this is like a whole white woman that's suing the NFL off of racial discrimination towards Shadir Sanders? And what if they win? Nah, the Giant Dog gotta come out. Who are you? Because I don't know. They got kind of a case though, but I'll be damned if some Pace Face McGee get some freaking money out of the NFL because of what they did to Shadir Sanders. That's absurd. Continue on, the plaintiff said the NFL may have engaged in unfair practices by misrepresenting the nature of the drafting process and the qualification of players and the league's actions and dissemination of slanderous statements have caused severe emotional distress and trauma to the that's a white man. Okay. All right. Yeah. Try to be, I'm like this too. I'm like, damn, I wish Anchored in Extra Blackness would put what they said in the chat so I could show it. I want to show what they said. That shit was funny what they said. Put it in the chat so I can show it. Because when you put it in the comments, it don't integrate well with StreamYard. So I'm not able to show what you said. Oh, man, y'all. All right. I think I'm done for the day. This was a long stream, y'all. I usually stream no more than like 40 minutes. 30 to 40 minutes is my sweet spot. Sometimes I might go an hour. When it start hitting that hour 10, hour 20 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm on this shit for a long time now. But y'all be tuning in. God damn, I appreciate y'all. Let me talk to my fan sector of the audience real quick. You feel me? Y'all know who y'all is. Y'all showing a lot of love and a lot of appreciation. Look, my FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hell, hey, my producers, man, y'all were producing today. God damn. Byron, Reeland, Kiveon. Oh my goodness, y'all were producing today. Shit. Also, you feel me? And I gotta say, it is tiny as hell, but they out there, the tiny, minuscule allies that we do have. What should y'all be doing so loudly and proudly that I better hear it through the computer screen? As we hear this smooth ass beat. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for real. Thank you. Now the hating sector of my audience. You suspected white supremacists that smell like spoiled onions. You tethers that speak that Tetherese, y'all are despicable. You Sambos, coons, Mayo monkeys, the meth brigade, and the rest of you imbeciles. That today I almost showed some of y'all comments. Because real talk, the hating sector of my audience, they'll never come into live. My fan sector be coming in the live showing love. I love it. The hating sector, they be hiding behind the comments. They like to comment a lot. Okay. So I done showed y'all some of the comments too from they corny ass jokes and what they be saying. God damn. But y'all in this hating sector, my audience, y'all could go EAD. Okay. With that being said, this is another episode of the Seers Glare. Y'all know who the hell I am. I done said it 1,000 times. But I am the shadow band man. The way you get around the shadow band, hit that notification bell, which y'all been doing. Y'all been hitting that notification bell like a mug. All right, I do appreciate that. On any platform you watching on, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, just hit that notification bell. That's how we get around the shadow band. Okay. What else I gotta tell y'all? I ain't gonna say what the other tubers say. I mean, you hear it 1,000 times. Y'all know what to do. You already been doing it anyway. Shit. My final note is this, man. Pan Africanism been dead for some years now in my eyes. We just kind of seeing it on the other end of the spectrum now that they even acknowledging that Pan Africanism is basically dead. And the way they showing it is Nigeria is passing policies to stop Pan-Africanist activists. Also, to shut down goddamn protesters and rallies that's in support for Burkina Faso. Man, Dr. Umar, I know Dr. Umar. What? Actually, I ain't really heard from Dr. Umar when it come about this. He just telling motherfuckers to stop effing snow bunnies. I know I'm lying. I ain't heard Dr. Umar talk about this atrocity right here with Nigeria passing policies to stop goddamn rallies for Pan-Africanism. Man, that shit is dead in the water. Man, it's over, man. And we've been telling y'all that. And so at the end of the day, y'all got to stop wagging the finger at us foundational Black Americans. When we tell y'all be undermining each other over there in the motherland and other parts of the diaspora. Y'all be undermining yourselves in Britain too. Y'all be undermining yourself in the Caribbeans too. Come on. And y'all gotta speak more loudly about them motherfuckers undermining y'all and denounce them motherfuckers like we be denouncing our Sambos and we denounce y'all tether class. Yeah. Y'all gonna have to start doing that. You feel me? Because we starting to see what's going on the other side. Y'all undermining each other. So, with that being said, I ain't got much more to say. I am your favorite broadcaster. I am your favorite news anchor. And y'all have a good day, good evening, good whenever it is y'all consuming this content. Have a lovely weekend. I usually don't shoot over the weekends unless it's something I like really gotta get out there. But y'all have a lovely weekend. Unless you're in my hating sector of the audience, I hope your weekend go terrible. I hope that meth that you about to sniff is expired. I hope that the Sambos get a great wake-up call like how the Sudanese piss drinker Myron Gaines get a wake-up call every time you go into them hunky spaces and they call him a sand nigga 1,000 times and tell him to go back to Africa. Like how Ling Ling said in the video to them Black people. I hope y'all have a terrible weekend. I hope y'all have y'all favorite pet run away from y'all because can't stand the smell of y'all stankness. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to be out of here.